John, you made it to your 40th birthday. You made it to your 40th birthday. You are now 40 years old. And not only that, you made it to your 40th birthday without falling for any of the pitfalls and traps that your parents and family fell into. Not only are you a business owner, not only are you debt-free, not only are you learning more than you've ever learned in your life, but you have an inner peace and happiness that surpasses our understanding. And that inner peace and happiness comes from the fact that you know that you don't have to live like your parents or your family. You don't have to spend your entire life pretending. You don't have to spend your entire life doing what you know is wrong for money. You can succeed precisely because you value what is most valuable. Love, family, people. You value these things. And other people do not. You value love, family, and people. These things have allowed you to prevent yourself from experiencing those things that your parents and your family experience. I am absolutely, unequivocally impressed with what you have completed, what you have achieved, what you have done. Going forward, you are now a 40-year-old, and as they do say, life begins at 40. And that's true for you. That's true for you, at least because you incorporated your business on your 40th birthday. Life begins at 40. All the stuff that you were complaining about last year, all the stuff that you were complaining about in 2019, all that stuff is over. All that stuff doesn't matter. You got to your 40th birthday and you live better objectively than 99% of humanity. That's not a coincidence. Let me say this again. You live better than 99% of humanity, and that is not a coincidence. People don't just want black guys from the projects to be living better than them. People don't just want a black guy from the project to be living in a place like this when many of them are sleeping in tent cities, sleeping on the street. You know what you need. There was actually an old Russian proverb. There was There were two Russian brothers. I don't know where I heard this, but there were two Russian brothers, right? And both of them were dirt poor. Neither one of them had anything. And then all of a sudden, one of them gets a goat. And to make a long story short, God came down from heaven and he asked the brother who did not have a goat what his one wish was. He gave the brother one wish. Give me one wish and I'll grant it. And the brother without a goat, his one wish was that his other brother's goat would die. You might not get the joke immediately. It's super funny it's super funny if you've been through a lot, because you get the humor. Oh, so you're 40 years old. You're 40 years old. You're literally 40 years old. You may not be the healthiest you've ever been in your life. I mean, if I would say the healthiest I've ever been in my life, I'd probably have to say 2019. But so you may not be the healthiest you've ever been in your life. But you're healthier than you've been at least since 2022. You're healthier than you've ever been at least since 2022. You have no pain. You have no STDs, no STIs. Let's see. You live better objectively than 99% of humanity. You live better objectively than at least 95% of Americans. And that's true. You have to feel the truth of that. That's where all of your success is going to come from. Would you rather be labeled as a success? Would you rather have the title of being successful? Would you rather have the accolades of being successful and the popularity and the fame of a successful person, while at the same time living like a dog, while at the same time going in and out of jail, in and out of homelessness, in and out of getting shot up, in and out of all this other stuff? Would you rather have the accolades of being successful without the actual success, or would you rather have the success without the accolades? And that brings me to my third point. Become anti-fragile. Become anti-fragile. Learn different ways to toughen yourself up. Learn different ways to solve your problems, because as the United States begins to go through this transition, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen that you're not going to be prepared for. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen that it's not possible to prepare for, and the pandemic proves that. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen that is not possible to prepare for, not possible to preconceive, not possible to predict. So learn how to be anti-fragile. Learn how to be anti-fragile. So what that means is that when adversity comes, it makes you better. When adversity comes, it improves your life. It doesn't keep it the same. It doesn't make it worse. But when adversity comes, it improves your life. Thank you very much. You did an excellent job. I love what you did with the place. It's looking good. Everything's looking good. Thank you for maintaining this place, because this is all you got for now. So thank you very much, and goodbye.